So next presentation is from a proposal from the music and art. And the title is From Discarding to Recycling, Celebrating the Death and Rebirth of Technology. So we have artist and musician. I really love him, Mr. A. WADA. Mr. WADA, please. Thank you. My name is Awada, artist and musician. Well, what I do is originally is not a musical instrument, but I would revive an old electric appliance and turn it into an instrument, and I'm performing it. So let me show you how I perform. This is performing an home appliance, and imagine with a sound first. Can you imagine? So this was the sound. Can you guess what I was performing? This is Tube TV that I was playing. So you can see it now with a video. So from Tube TV, we have static electricity coming out, and I would catch it with a hand, and through the guitar amplifier, I would connect that coil directly to my foot, and the sound is created. So the retired electronic and electricity products are being reborn and rejuvenated into a musical instrument I'm performing. So I'd like to talk today how I started this activity and how I'm related to Asia. You can see this is a picture of what is this? Garan. It's a Garuda, Indonesian bird god. And when I was 3 years old around, I visited Indonesia, island Bali with my family, and I first met Garuda. And it was very shocking and inspiring and frightening experience for me to see this Garuda. It was like a Japanese folklore demon, Namahage. And I think this shocking experience is still continuously being in my mind and body. This is a 3-year-old myself. And what I saw there, I saw kecha, kecha-cha, kecha-cha. It's like a verse and a song sung by those people, and you have the Garuda masked people dancing. This was the musical ritual. That was a sort of a bizarre festival, and that was a really shocking and impact, extraordinary sound, and the scene was really shocking and is still a memory for me. And at that time, I felt that it's sort of mysterious devils and demons and different world would exist. So that is a feeling that I thought and still that I'm keeping until this age. And since then, for a long time, I've lived in Japan surrounded by technology, and through that at one time I saw the snow noise in the TV and also a crying noise of the radio, and in that noise created by those home appliances, I felt him. I felt Garuda. Garuda living in snow noise and crying noise, and Garuda is behind this and the different world. And this is connected through this electric appliances. That's what I thought at that time. And this image and fantasy has been connected with the real world, and I found it when I was in university. Through the Tube TV, there is a video terminal and audio terminal. Maybe you're all aware of this. It's very same shape. And one day I made a mistake and I connected the wrong thing to the different terminal. So that means that when I had the video on the audio terminal, we had this stripe noise appearing on TV. And when sound was made into a stripe, I thought at that time that from stripe, maybe the sound would be created. That's what I thought. And I wondered, I did a lot of experience, and finally, or as a result, I found that those striped TV, you have the static electricity, you just pick them up through your hand, and depending on the numbers of stripes, we may have the different sound tunes. And at this time, for me, tube TV became a musical instrument for me. These sounds is a Garudic sound for me. So it is sort of Garudic sound which I found here. Through TV, tube TV, the Garuda had expressed his voice. So that was Garudic sound for me. So this is an electricity type of sound, and the image of Garuda had been connected. And from that, I thought of catching the waves of the electricity. I thought that any home appliances and electric appliances could turn into a musical instrument. So I had thought about and started Electronico Fantasico from 4 years ago. It is not just by myself, but various people are involved, and the retired electric appliances would be resuscitated and as an electronic musical instrument. And I thought of having a performance all together. So this is a technology. So electromagnetic, the mysterious and fun can be found, and you can communicate with Garuda through this instrument. I discovered this. I thought that these home appliances are still alive, and they could be used. So from the technology with the mass-produced that was wasted already would be turned into a bizarre festival using new indigenous music. And that is the reason why I launched this project. And since then, 4 years have already passed. In 3 locations, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Hitachi, I have these centers, and professional and amateur musicians are with me doing these activities. These are our daily activities. I think all the members are just an engineer who works for a home appliance company, or maybe designers or musician, or just those who like music and festivals. They get together with retired old home appliances, and we're on a daily basis exploring the possibility of turning this into a new instrument. And by now we have about 15 types of home appliances, and we do have the bands formed. And through that, we had the orchestra or band. And in 2011, there was a change. The analog broadcasting has been finished through digitalized terrestrial TV broadcasting, and therefore tube TV had become a waste. When looking at that waste of TV, I thought that this is like a gamelan ensemble that could be found in Indonesia. That's the image that I thought, and the fantasy had sparked. We need to do TV gamelan ensemble, and therefore in 2016 I participated in the Ibaraki Prefecture's Northern Art Festival. In a part of this shopping street, I had a secret house there built, and I was always banging the TV. And one of the old women in the local community had started to dance, and children came and started to dance with my music. So this is he's now trying to become a wild guy. And rumor became rumor, and I think many people came to me donating me the retired or wasted TV. And all of TV that I collected through that shopping street, I turned that into an instrument. And through that rumor, I think many people had gathered the musicians around, and still we have challenged this instrument that's never been played, and we formed a band. And in Hitachi, near the central public square in Hitachi City, I had arranged 22 TVs and made a performance. So this is it. This is a a four-man band with playing 22 TVs. And another very representative instrument is electric fan. And this is an instrument made from electric fan. So this is from the rotation of the fan. This is going to be picked up as an electric signal or blinking light and making the noise. So this is the electric fan harp, and I formed a band and I have had live concert outside Japan. But because of lack of time today, I'm not able to show you all of the things. We have the border shirt sizers and car sizers and telephone sizers and so forth. So in 2017, I had challenged in participating a festival. I had participated in electromagnetic bomb dance festival. This is for festival to celebrate death and rebirth of the technology. So Bonn Festival is to be the memorial service of the dead. So rather than for the dead people, we're going to provide memorial service for the dead home appliances. So I had named it Ushikusai Festival, and underneath Tokyo Tower's studio. We had built a very big tower in this space with laser beams all glaring. We had asked a priest to recite the sutra for the retired home appliances. And all of the performances were done by live performance of the electromagnetic instruments, and we had the folk singer singing the change of the technologies and its history, and also we had a palanquin of permanent wave machine, and people were just dancing. So it is a bizarre festival that has just appeared, and we had about 500 people here. We had electromagnetic Bond Dance Festival. Whether it be professional or amateur, we had many people participating in this festival together with host members. We made a festival. That means that for myself or for ourselves, electronic instrument is electronic folklore instrument. And behind that we have electromagnetic folklore music without nationality or without borders. So I am dreaming a fantasy here again. Next thing that I want to do is electromagnetic orchestra without borders and without nationality to be formed. We will not have people in different we will have gathered people in different regions using retired home appliances as material, making instruments, and start the electromagnetic orchestra. So we are thinking about having location 3 in Japan, and I want to expand that to Asia and other regions. I recall that when I was 3 years old, I was trying to find the band members in Indonesia, in Bali Island. Why Asia? Looking at this picture, you can imagine. I saw this in Asia. In the streets, there were repairers repairing the old home appliances and electric appliances. You have that kind of culture. And you have the second-hand home appliance markets all over the places. And you can see these are the fan stores. This is just a musical instrument store for me. So new musical instrument for me. So these sites, locations, when having a project there, I thought that there will be a chemical reaction coming out, a new thing coming out. And in that case, not sitar, but we may have fantar, a new instrument appearing, maybe not dutar or television tar or teletar coming up. And furthermore, these piled electronic wastes, and that here, we see hidden orchestra shining and blinking. So we want to explore a new opportunity for the first step towards the electromagnetic orchestra. Thank you very much indeed.
Psycho.
Well, that was amazing.
From the age of 3, you have been enthralled with Garuda, and then this has really changed your life. I so enjoyed this presentation, and maybe there's a lot of things that we can learn from sound. At the back of this hall, we don't have it anymore? Wada-san's instrument was exhibited, right? Can you explain? No? The microphone's not working? Okay. So at the back of this room, his instruments are exhibited. The barcode scanner and the stripes, you'll be able to try it yourselves. It's very interesting. And Mr. Khan is wearing a striped pattern skirt, and the moment that Wada-san saw her skirt, he wanted to scan and create sound. So when he sees stripes, he hears sound, and that was very interesting. Do you have a plan for some live performance? If you do, we can announce it later. Thank you.